Something is threatening this home.
Some force just wants me out of this chair.
Something that defies explanation.
Probably one of the first things that startled me.
Now, Nadine Mercy and her team of paranormal investigators have entered the house.
Okay, they're coming in now. This is getting good. Okay.
To collect hard evidence.
Did you hear that?
Sounds like right above us. And ghostly messages.
It's defensive, watchful energy.
In order to find out what's terrorizing this house.
Headache, pressure. They almost want to move me out of here.
This is Dundas. The last 20 years has seen this charming 19th century town double in size. And as the new subdivisions arrived, so did Nick and his family.
We've been in this home for about 17 years. We were the only owners, and we were the actually builders of the home.
At first, the house was like any other. But all that changed 7 years ago, when Nick's father died, and a series of odd occurrences began.
The evening of my dad's funeral, a cat came to our door. We let him in, we fed him, and thought he'd be on his way, but decided to stay. And so we considered him a member of our family. He's an unusual cat. He knows if I've had a bad day or a good day. He knows that he'll come lie next to me on the bed, and he'll stay there the whole night. I think George is a bit of a protector for me.
But why does Nick need protection?
There's been a lot of weird stuff happening. We have one light particular in our basement that'll come on and off on its own. I got to the point where I actually pulled the fixture apart to take a look, see maybe it was a loose connection, and everything was intact. That's when I started investigating a little closer, thinking that, well, maybe it's not just your typical light that's flickering off and on. Maybe it's something else.
Soon, the entity begins causing all kinds of havoc.
I was asleep on the couch and started hearing some rattling going on in the kitchen. I thought it was the cat jumping onto the counters. And I finally got up, and nothing was in the kitchen. I came back, and he was just sitting there on the ottoman across from me and didn't know what to make of it.
And then the dark being goes after Nick's daughter.
My oldest daughter experienced a few times as if someone was knocking on her window. Another time, she's heard voices in the middle of the night. And she's heard her door during the night creep open. And then she hears these footsteps as if someone was standing over her, watching her sleep. And then just out of the blue, the door just slams on its own.
And in the basement, the force is drawn to a certain piece of furniture.
This rocking chair used to belong to my dad. My kids, from time to time, have said that it's moved on its own, just rocking on its own. There are times as if someone or some force just wants me out of the chair. What I think it is, to be honest with you, I really don't know.
Then, the chilling presence finds a new way to trouble Nick.
In our bedroom, on the wall, we've noticed some kind of writing or some kind of scribbling. In one spot, you can almost see as if my name was written backwards on it. When you start looking closely, you can actually see a handprint as if someone was clawing down with their fingers down the wall. Maybe some kind of message. What message is it? I don't know.
Then one night, Nick's contact with the dark force reaches a shocking climax.
One night, I was lying in bed, and from the corner of my eye, I see this white silhouette of a person appear. And it lasted about 3 and 5 seconds, and it just disappeared. Kind of startled me.
Nick's seen enough. He wants answers.
It's kind of hard to believe what's going on, and we really don't know if we're afraid, but we really like to know what this is.
Psychic Nadine Mercy is on her way with her investigation team made up of Matt and Michelle to figure out what's haunting this house. A routine home inspection found no natural causes for the phenomena. Now, Michelle and Matt go in for the night, armed with night vision cameras, heat sensors, and motion detectors. But before the team is even set up, the paranormal activity begins.
What the heck is going on? It won't go past 1.
That's really strange.
I haven't had any problems at all with these EMF detectors. This makes absolutely no sense. It's like something's messing around with us.
My walkie-talkie's dead.
What? Okay, this is ridiculous. Everything is malfunctioning.
We changed tape, we started recording again, and I couldn't understand why there wasn't any audio coming to the camera. And both the wireless video transmitter and audio receiver were turned off, and they never get turned off.
And then the window opened itself and closed itself while we were fixing the problem, as if something had left.
It sounded like as if somebody opened up the window and shut it. I'm completely shocked.
With the equipment working once again, the lights finally go out.
Okay, what time is it?
11:41.
11:41 p.m. We're in the basement. Okay. Can you move the chair? Did you hear that?
Sounds like right above us.
Is the supernatural force upstairs?
Are you up here? Come on, you just did a minute ago. Do it again. What the hell was that now? It's not even going off now.
Are you trying to make contact with the people here?
What are you trying to write on the walls? What the hell was that? Did you hear that?
Sounds like another part of the house.
Where'd this come from? Was this here before? I don't remember that being there.
I don't remember that being there either.
Matt, come here. Listen to this. Can you do it again? It's like something is tapping, like it's somewhere here. It's hard to place where it is.
Then, the cameraman spots something.
Hey guys, I didn't notice your flashlight there. I didn't notice that before. Those handprints?
Oh my God, you're right.
That kind of looks like the one upstairs.
What the hell is doing all these handprints? And why? Oh my God, my flashlight's totally dead now. It just went right out. Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Did you guys move the ball? The ball's moved.
Where?
Ball's all the way over here now. It's moved at least 2 feet.
Looks like it's rolled upwards.
Yeah.
That is really weird.
There's something.
There's definitely something here. Definitely something here.
With confirmation of paranormal activity, Michelle heads to the city archives to find out more. Meanwhile, psychic Nadine Mercy is on her way to the house. She's going in blind with no previous knowledge of its residents or the ghostly incidents.
Pretty quiet.
I don't hear anything yet. I'm being led to come down, actually immediately right into the kitchen area. It's pulling me. Actually, I'm feeling it coming on my left side now, coming in. I'm feeling a pressure on my head. There's a message, and I can probably almost get through. This is old energy. I'm hearing a few in the neighborhood.
Nadine senses many spirits in the area, but one in particular resides here.
This person's gravitated to this house. Very powerful person. Spirit is leading me to the dining room. It's more of a defensive energy here. They don't want me coming in so much. Something's lingering in this room. And it's like a name that I can't, it's like a normal name. And the first letter starts with a J. Joe. It's defensive. Watchful energy. I don't want to be here. I gotta go.
Psychic Nadine Mercy quickly discovered a powerful negative force in this house called Joe.
Something's lingering in this room. And it's like a name that I can't, it's like a normal name. And the first letter starts with a J. Joe. It's defensive. I don't want to be here. I gotta go.
Nadine hopes she'll find a more welcoming spirit upstairs.
And right away I'm being just pulled right into the master bedroom. Woo, goosebumps. I just have tingles going right up the back of my spine. Heavy pressure in my chest. I'm starting to breathe deep. Ancient. Past. I don't know, I'm trying to hear what they're saying. Hieroglyphics. Bingo. Clap. I don't even know what that means. Hieroglyphics. Wow. This is a mystery.
Nadine is pulled out of the bedroom.
They're pulling me back into this bedroom, and I haven't got all the pieces yet, but I'm coming into the next room. Wow, this person's connected in a different way. Different thinking. Total opposite. Almost repels the energy. She doesn't want anything to do with this at all.
The angry spirits want Nadine gone.
Being pushed out of the room. I'm being pushed out of the room pretty quick. Okay, I'm gonna go downstairs. I got cut off. The dreaded basement. I'm being pulled here. Don't know why. Probably because there's an electronic panel. Spirit travels through electronics. I don't like the energy in this room. They're just being quiet, and I'm not even allowed to read them.
Nadine racks her brain, looking for a way to get the spirits to talk.
This person that lives here, he gets messages down in here. His daughter also gravitates down here. They get messages down here. I'm repeating this again because it's absolutely true. You know what? I'm just gonna simulate as if it's him, and I'm gonna sit in this chair and see if I can't get some information. The chair that I'm sitting in right now, this person that lives here, he gets messages. A male energy, very strong energy. Father. The spirit is connected to the homeowner on various levels. It's also connected to one of the daughters, I feel. The spirit is more of a teacher and a blessing. The owner of the home, healing energy. And they're going over and out. Square, I got the door shut.
The protective spirit is Nick's father, but he's not alone.
There's like a guarding energy around this house, protecting the sacred energy of the house, like gargoyles. It's like there's 4 guarding this energy. Very strong energy. Okay, they're coming in now. This is getting good. Okay. It's like old. They're going, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid, Ms. Mercy. They're coming in now. They're starting to come in. The deeper meaning is upstairs in the bedroom. You guys haven't seen anything yet.
Nadine Mercy is walking into a storm of unearthly energy.
I can't breathe again. Woo, they're all here. Old stuff. Is this for real? Oh my God. There's almost like a handprint. I see fingers right here. It's like a bone. It's like somebody doing this, reaching up. I got a headache. There's some hieroglyphics. Hieroglyphics. How cool is that? Wonder if you put a mirror to it, what you would see. Because I don't understand it. It's like backwards to me. This is weird. I've never seen this before. This says, yes, I have. I just didn't see it. I got slapped on the hand. Speak up. They want me to speak up. Oh, jeez. I have a headache. They're going to keep going. I'm getting the word accident. That's unbelievable. There's a female energy that just came in. I'm getting a Mary. Almost like an Indian chief, old. It's got a 3 hyphenated name. Man.
Nadine tries to focus.
I'm hearing train accident. And this is the pain and this is the anguish. This person here feels the anguish. Okay, guys, let me know what this is. We need to be aware that there is hope, that there is peace on the way. It's a peaceful hieroglyphic. It's not a warning. This neighborhood is a portal for this energy. This house is not the only house I feel that has this energy in it. I got a headache again, headache, pressure. They almost want to move me out of here again. It's like overwhelming.
The crush of ghosts has given Nadine what she came for, and she heads home. Her findings are compiled with Michelle's. 48 hours after the investigation began, our producers give Nick the results. In the town archives, Michelle uncovered a tragedy. On Christmas Day, 1934, a horrific train crash killed 18 people less than a mile from Nick's home.
A brakeman who was stationed at the back of the train, he saw lights in the distance. Now, at this point, he panicked. He ran over to the main track switch, flipped it, thinking that he was switching it over to the main track so the other train would speed by safely, but he was doing the opposite. That train hit the other one from behind, exploding the back car. The bodies, they were propelled through the air on impact. 18 men and women unfortunately died on that terrible day.
Okay, that's news to me.
Those tracks were the scene of another gruesome death in 1882. A railroad worker was murdered, and his decapitated body found just a few hundred yards from Nick's house. His name was Joe.
That's good to know. But the name Joe doesn't ring a bell.
Michelle and Matt were still setting up their equipment when the spirits tried to shut them down.
Okay, this is ridiculous. Everything is malfunctioning.
We've had that happen in this house a lot.
The team encountered several unexplainable occurrences throughout the night. Strange noises, moving objects, screeching motion detectors, and the appearance of more mysterious markings all confirmed a strong paranormal presence.
Well, it's a lot of things that I've felt and observed, but we haven't seen anything like that move. I wonder if they thought you're crossing their territory.
Throughout her investigation, Nadine was bombarded by countless spirits.
There's spirits in this home. Lots of spirits in this home. This neighborhood is a portal for this energy. This house is not the only house I feel that has this energy in it.
She was able to identify one.
Something's lingering in this room. Spirit that I felt is definitely a male entity. It's like a name that I can't, it's like a normal name. And the first letter starts with a J. Joe.
Powerful spirits controlled where she went.
Just pull right into the master bedroom. Woo, goosebumps.
And how long she stayed there.
Being pushed out of the room. I'm being pushed out of the room pretty quick.
In the basement, she had to fight to connect.
I'm being pulled here. Don't know why. Probably because there's electronic panels. Spirit travels through electronics.
Until she sat in Nick's chair.
The chair that I'm sitting in right now, this person that lives here, he gets messages. A male energy, very strong energy. Father. The spirit is connected to the homeowner on various levels. It's also connected to one of the daughters, I feel. The spirit is more of a teacher and a blessing, sending the owner of the home healing energy. And they're going over and out. Square, I got the door shut.
I kind of picked that up in one form or another. Because I can feel, you know, like a pat on the head or, you know, like a warm touch. And I know that's probably him.
Nadine connected with the spirits of Nick's protective father and a murdered soul named Joe, but she still hadn't solved the mystery of the master bedroom.
Most energy of the house was in the master bedroom, and my eyes were drawn to the wall above the bed. Is this for real? Oh my God. There's almost like a handprint. I see fingers right here. It's like a bone. It's like somebody doing this, reaching up. I'm hearing train accident. And this is the pain and this is the anguish. This person here feels the anguish. Okay, guys, let me know what this is. We need to be aware that there is hope, that there is peace on the way. It's a peaceful hieroglyphic. It's not a warning. This neighborhood is a portal for this energy. This house is not the only house I feel that has this energy in it. I think the clarity has come through by the intentions of the owner wanting to know more. So he's looking for the signs. The owner, he's bringing it in because he's curious about his own path.
Nadine believes that Nick's curiosity about the presence of his father and Joe opened the door to a flood of spirits that died in the train crash.
I can understand what she's saying, because we do feel different energies in here, and sometimes we can't explain it. Sometimes you feel that you're angry at something and you don't know why. But seems like I got a lot more information than I bargained for.
1 month after the investigation, Nick and his family are relieved to know what's happening in their home.
This paranormal inspection has helped us to a degree, and it's kind of really shed a big light on what's going on in here. The activity levels from time to time is up there, and from time to time it's down to nothing. Knowing that one of the spirits is my father gives me more of a comforting feeling of knowing that he's watching over us, and at least now we know that there are others among us.
Something is threatening this home.
There have been times when it sounds like Satan has taken over the call.
Something that defies explanation.
It's actually quite frightening.
Now Nadine Mercy and her team of paranormal investigators have entered the house.
One of them's got his hands around my throat.
To collect hard evidence.
You smell that?
Yes.
It smells like really cheap perfume.
And ghostly messages.
I don't like it down here at all.
In order to find out what's terrorizing this house. This is London, a bustling city that's home to Ed and his small publishing company that have called this century-old brownstone home for over 15 years.
My father's owned the building since the 80s. I really have always loved this building because it has that old vibe.
Ed lives in the third-floor apartment and runs his publishing company out of the main floor and basement.
We've been publishing a variety of entertainment titles for young people for about 30 years.
Ed lives in the third-floor apartment and runs his publishing company out of the main floor and basement. While business might be booming, living here has become a nightmare.
I recall this one specifically was probably the most frightening. I was shaving and the door violently slammed shut. And I was locked, and then I was able to open it again. There's no lock on the door. There's no explanation as to why that happens. The other bizarre thing that happens quite often is cell phone interference. That only happens at the top of the stairs and in this area here, where if you're speaking to someone, it's almost like the voice is being manipulated. There have been times when it sounds like Satan has taken over the call. It's actually quite frightening.
The building has been plagued by a relentless series of unexplained events.
I will be coming up the stairs, and I will just get this incredible smell of what I would say is an old woman's perfume. It is there, and then it's not. It's a bit strange.
Stranger still is the wall one level down that emits an array of overpowering odors.
This is what we affectionately term the smell wall. This is where we will smell occasionally the perfume, also sometimes industrial smells, sometimes sort of musty, wet basement smell, which is strange because it's coming from the second floor. It's a little bit alarming.
But Ed isn't the only one becoming alarmed. His staff can't deny the terrifying presence throughout their workplace.
Some days I come in and I'm a little bit scared. You always feel like you're never alone.
In the basement, you get that feeling like you're not alone.
But it's more than the feeling of being watched that has Ed's people feeling uneasy.
I've heard voices with Rochelle coming through the wall.
It's often what sounds to be conversations between older people coming through the wall, but it doesn't really make sense because it's not older people that live on the other side of the wall.
The biggest thing that I've experienced is the door.
One day, we were all having lunch in the boardroom. All of a sudden, it was just opening and closing.
We didn't really think too much of it, but the thing is, it happened again 5 seconds later.
It really creeped me out.
And it's not just the door that's moving in this basement.
These chairs have a will of their own.
I've heard the chairs downstairs kind of going back and forth.
Being pulled across the floor in the basement.
When we would investigate the following morning, often the chairs have been completely flipped upside down.
And then there's the chilling sound Ed and his team have heard emanating from below.
Quite often we have heard what sounds to be a young boy whistling in the basement.
I've heard Ed tell me that he thought it was a little boy, and I do kind of get that sense.
And obviously there's no children in the building. Because we publish a kids magazine, so the basement is full of toys and stuffed animals. Usually after hearing that sound, we will come down and find the toys strewn all over the floor. It's just strange.
After years of mystery and fear, Ed is determined to find out exactly what is terrifying his home and workplace.
It's actually quite frightening, and I've always wanted to know what it is.
Psychic Nadine Mercy is on her way with her team, made up of Matt and Michelle. An earlier home inspection found no natural causes for the phenomena. Now, Matt and Michelle go in for the night, armed with night vision cameras, heat sensors, and motion detectors.
So we'll go in the basement and we'll try to see if we can get something to communicate with us. Is there a little boy here?
Come on out, don't be shy.
Still getting no response, they switch tactics.
Can you whistle for us? You like to whistle?
You hear that?
I did.
Over here.
Michelle and Matt have entered the basement of this century-old brownstone in the dead of night.
You like to whistle?
You hear that?
I did.
Over here.
It almost sounded like a voice. What the hell?
The silence is broken again.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, motion detector's going off upstairs.
The team races to the top of this three-story structure.
Can you slam the door? Can you give it a good hard slam like you've done before?
Come on, do it.
Look at that. The vibration sensor's moving. It's moving. See it?
Yeah, it is.
The third floor falls silent. On the hunt for whatever's toying with their equipment, Matt and Michelle head down one level where something is waiting.
You smell that?
Yes.
It smells like really cheap perfume.
That's really strong.
Yeah, it's strong. It's like you can taste it. Ugh, just smells like it's right around here. See if you can smell it from the wall.
The wall smells very musty. Has a very old smell to it, but I'm smelling it this whole room.
Well, it's obviously trying to communicate. If there is something here, it's obviously trying to communicate. We've been here all night. It's starting to get light out. I'm gonna wrap this up.
With confirmation of paranormal activity, Michelle begins her search at the city archives to find out more. Meanwhile, Nadine Mercy is on her way to the house. She has no previous knowledge of its owner or the strange occurrences. Upon entering the building, Nadine immediately feels its spiritual pull.
You know, I'm having a hard time breathing right now. It's just wanting to pull me right down into the basement right now. And I'm fighting it almost. I want to do my thing.
Nadine focuses on the main floor office.
I just feel as if someone's watching me right behind me. Two spirits, actually. One, two. A boy, a youthful energy, an older lady. I'm hearing nine more spirits, 12. They're starting to come in now.
Wading through the ghostly invaders, Nadine tries to focus on the first spirit she encountered.
A boy, he's the age of 9. I think this energy, it's been here for a long time. It's almost like he's been stuck for a while, but he wants to move forward. I'm starting to shake. They're gonna pull me in the basement.
Again resisting the pull of the basement, Nadine tries to strengthen her link to this young spirit.
What are you doing here? Helping people. Are you scaring them? Sometimes. His mother is here. I hear the word sorrow for the mother. There were warning signs. I'm hearing an accident. There was warning signs.
Suddenly, the flow of information seems to halt.
This is a circle. It just keeps going around and around. I'm being pulled into the basement. We have to go to the basement. I don't want to go to the basement. I'm not going to the basement.
Immediately upon entering this century-old brownstone, Nadine is pulled toward the basement.
I don't want to go to the basement. There's somewhere else I need to go first. Up.
As Nadine climbs to the 3rd floor, she's contacted by another male energy.
Oh my God.
This time older and darker.
Goosebumps like a shot went right through my whole body. Oh, Jesus. Why am I breathing so hard? And I'm very sad. There's been some tragic moments in this building right here. I'm not going in there. I don't like it in here either. A lot of worry, a lot of trouble. They hear things in this room. I'm hearing your neighbors.
Nadine again picks up the trail of the darker male energy.
Okay, what do you want to tell me? Almost like he's stomping his feet, like very strong energy. He's convicted. It's definitely a male energy. Oh, jeez. I'm starting to feel tingles, and it's definitely pulling me down. I don't like this room. Oh, I don't want to be here. Stay. They want me to stay. What do you want to tell me? Older man. Drunk. He's drunk. He stinks. He's scared a lot of people. What do you want to tell me? Are you troubled?
As their connection deepens, it becomes physical.
Sounds like he's got his hands around my throat. Forgive me. Forgive you for what? For the trouble I've caused. What do you want from me? I want to tell you what happened. This little boy had a mother. What are you telling me? I didn't know any better. I was choking her. He's right here. I can feel it. It's just coming right through me. Well, he's got his hand on my shoulder. Leave me alone.
The spirit falls silent.
The man's gone because he can't handle my energy. Nobody's here. I'm just feeling great, and I'm feeling the boy is here. I got corrected. He's right there. Very playful. He likes me. He's like, thank God you showed up. Thank God. I'm having a hard time here. He battles the energies of the other energies and the spirits here. He doesn't like the other energies. There's some dark energies. People have done some really bad things.
The boy is joined by another.
The mother's right here. They want to pull me in the basement. I guess I have to head to the basement. Oh, jeez. My legs are shaking already. I'm not sure about this. Are you coming with me? He's like, yes. I have the little boy beside me, and the mother's right behind me. I'm hearing the word justice. So let's go down to the basement. I'm ready now. They're going, stand strong. We need to tell the truth. Oh, man. A lot of tears shed down here. People trapped. I don't like it down here at all. I do not like that back corner. And I do not like get in there.
As the spiritual energy in the basement ramps up, its effects become visible.
Lights are flickering. I have like chills up and down. They're actually bringing me into this space. Don't show me. I don't want to be in here. I don't want to. They're going to stay.
Nadine gets a chilling invitation.
Open the door. They want me to open the door. There's some. I don't want to be here. I gotta go. There's like a whole basement full of zombies. We just dug up a whole lot of spirits downstairs in the basement.
Psychic Nadine Mercy has come face to face with a century-old crime, its victim, and its perpetrator.
I'm hearing mother. He's choking her. He's got his hand on my shoulder. Leave me alone.
Guided by the spirit of the victim, Nadine headed to the basement.
They're going, stand strong, we need to tell the truth.
Upon entering, Nadine was attacked by her violent pursuer.
And I just felt it shadowing right over my shoulder and coveting me and just crawling into my skin. I'm remembering now that I screamed. A reaction, I suppose, to the movement, that I felt a heaviness over my shoulders, almost like a pushing, and I wasn't ready for it at all.
She's definitely not ready for what's next.
There's some. I don't want to be here. I gotta go. There's like a whole basement full of zombies. I can find a room where it's safe so I can sit for a second. I almost felt like that man, the darker man, almost brought more energies in, almost like a team of people to push me out of the basement.
Overwhelmed by the horrors in the basement, Nadine takes shelter on the 3rd floor.
Give me a break, guys. Oh my God. There's like a whole slew of stuff coming out from the basement.
Taking a moment to collect herself, Nadine reconnects with the spirit of the little boy, who helps her see more clearly.
He's telling me I'm okay, you're okay. Walk through it. Information's coming. There's been, I would say, 3 or 4 deaths, almost directly affiliated with energy here. An older male, evil, pure evil, destructive, mentally ill, has killed a little boy's mother. What a waste. And I'm just feeling the sadness and the sorrow. And the mother is happy. The mother's happy. Almost the spirits are going away. Not entirely. There's some still dark ones in here. Not as many. I think my job's done.
Recovering from the spiritual onslaught, Nadine heads home. Her findings are compiled with Michelle's. 48 hours after the investigation began, the producers give Ed the results. While combing the city archives for any historical information on this building, Michelle makes a shocking discovery. In the early 1900s, this building became the home for the Spiritualist Church. The church members, primarily women, believed in the afterlife and routinely conducted seances to contact the dead.
We as mortals can communicate with the spirit world. You don't change after you die. Your spirit merely leaves your body. Spirits will stay in buildings if they have something to communicate. When spirits have had bad things happen, they can be stuck around the Earth's plane.
Could the activity of the former church have attracted spirits that now remain in the building? There were no other records about the many tenants that have inhabited these halls over the past century.
It certainly sounds legitimate. It's great to know some more detail. It is a bit intense.
Michelle and Matt's investigation revealed strange voices, screaming motion detectors, and disembodied smells. They were convinced they found what they were looking for.
It doesn't surprise me very much. It sounds like a lot of the stuff we've been living with. You guys saw it firsthand?
Immediately upon entering the main floor, Nadine was pulled toward the basement.
You know, having a hard time breathing right now. It's just wanting to pull me right down into the basement right now. And I'm fighting it almost. I want to do my thing.
Resisting the spiritual pull, Nadine remained on the main floor and made contact with several spirits.
I just feel as if someone's watching me right behind me. 2 spirits, actually. 1, 2. A boy, he's the age of 9. His mother is here.
Wanting to distance herself from the darkness coaxing her to the basement, Nadine continued upstairs, where a powerful, dark spirit was waiting.
Goosebumps like a shot went right through my whole body. Oh, Jesus. There's been some tragic moments in this building right here. Oh, I don't want to be here. Older man. Drunk. He's drunk. He stinks. He's scared a lot of people. He's right here. I just feel it. It's just coming right through me. I'm hearing mother. He's choking her. He's got his hand on my shoulder. Leave me alone.
To make sense of the violent altercation she was having with a sinister male spirit, Nadine finally headed to the basement.
There's some. I don't want to be here. I gotta go. There's like a whole basement full of zombies.
Nadine is convinced this building is a hotbed of spiritual energy. The strongest spirits are the little boy and his mother, brutally murdered by a sinister man whose ghost still roams these halls today.
That's a little more intense, probably, than we had thought. I think anybody would be shocked to hear about that kind of thing. Any building that's old obviously would have had a lot of people passing through its doors, and I suppose there are bad people out there, and at some point one of them lived here.
1 month after receiving the startling results of our investigation, Ed and his staff are upbeat.
Everything's been really positive since we spoke to you guys. I think that's maybe because we all know now that we aren't insane, that there actually is something more going on here. I am comfortable in this building. I know my staff is comfortable in the building. We have not actually heard the whistling boy in quite a while. We're all okay with that, but again, who knows?